Stop 29 of 43 brings me to Belleayre Mountain. And the first impression of this place is really nice, just kind of laid back. Looks like they got some good steeps here, some good long winding trails, and maybe a little bit more to offer than I have in mind right now. So we're going to check in with some riders and we're going to see what they have to say about this place. But in the meantime, I'm going to get right on the steep stuff. So John, first of all, am I pronouncing this right? Is this Belleayre, correct?
This is Belleayre Mountain, yes.
Yes, I was pronouncing it correct. What can you tell me about this place? I'm a first-time rider here.
What would you like to know about it?
As much information as you can give me.
I mean, as far as it goes for skiing, I'm pretty much at an amateur level of skiing, so, I mean, I really can't.
Well, I know you got a good...
Like this year, I can't really say a lot good, a lot of good about this year, because I do work for snowmaking up on this mountain. We only have half the mountain open right now. And
yeah, everybody's been plagued by snow this year, but you know what? You got some really good, nice long runs open, and weather obviously plays a role in what we're doing here, but actually, I'm actually quite impressed with what you do have here and the way it's skiing.
Well, thank you. A lot of people have been happy with what we had. I mean, our main goal this year was to try to get as much real estate open as we could, as many trails as we could get open with the time that we had and the fuel budget that we had. And a lot of people are happy with what we've done. I'm happy with what we've done in our crew. And it's just the game of trying to fight the weather and trying to keep as many trails open as we can.
And actually, you know what? Just to have trails open, that's a significant plus for any resort right now. You've obviously made a lot of snow, and you do have several trails open. What do you think it is that brings people here to Belleayre?
I think it's a really well family-oriented park. We got a lot of good, easy trails and a lot of family trails for amateur skiers, kind of like myself, and we offer, a lot of, some good double diamond trails when they're open for more advanced skiers,
Right. I noticed a nice laid-back kind of feel today too when I walked into the lodge.
Yep, it's a real good. There's always a good feeling here. It's everybody gets along real well, and I think because the staff and everybody get along real well, it creates a good environment. It creates a good atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm actually only sorry that there's going to be some places I want to ride here that I'm not going to be able to today. But you know what? I've said it over and over again. Yep. Even a bad day of skiing is better than a good day at work.
You're not kidding. That's my outlook on fishing too. So,
David, how often do you ski here?
Just about every day during the week that I can get out here.
I'll tell you, my first impression of this place, I'm digging it. What's some of the cool stuff around here that I should be aware of and maybe get to for sure before I leave?
As far as jumping on the train, it's whatever looks least icy. It's once you get down to the bottom of the mountain, there's a couple businesses that have some pretty good food, and small market basket has a lot of great local organic produce and meats and everything else. So once you're on empty, go down there and fill up and come back. But
that sounds like a plan to me. Actually, I'm quite impressed with the snow and the way it's riding today. I mean, granted, we're going to get a little bit of ice because of the weather that we had, but for the most part, I really find out that the terrain is good. It's groomed well. It skis nicely.
What there is skiable, and that's all we need. I saw a bumper sticker in the summer sometime going down a river, and it said something like a rainy day on the river is better than the sunny day at work. So kind of every time you're here, it's you're here. So make the best of it.
I'm a fan of that. Yeah, we can deal with this. I mean, hey, hardcore skiers, we're going to get out here and we're going to go no matter what. And actually, like I said, I'm pretty impressed. Granted, we're going to have a couple of icy spots, but everybody's got them. But I feel that this place is groomed out real well, and what we are riding is good stuff.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about this place?
I'd say the lack of lines, and just it's a local kind of place. Everyone who works here is pretty local, and people up here on a daily basis they're not coming from far, so kind of gives you free access to everything around. And when there's snow, it's you're not people dodging, so that's great.
Carol?
Yes.
This is my first time here.
Oh,
and I got to tell you, I'm really liking this place. I'm liking the whole feel to it. You seem to have some real nice, long, drawn-out trails. We all know we've been suffering with snowmaking, but you guys put down a good amount of snow here.
They've got it, they've got it covered. What we have covered is covered, yeah.
Tell me what you like about this place.
What I love about this place, if you get a good look around, it's surrounded by forest, beautiful mountain views, No condos in sight, you know, you're really skiing kind of in the woods. We have great terrain that's unfortunately not open, that's right out here, called Cathedral Glen. Cathedral Brook is the trail. They've also developed a nice bunch of glade runs, you know, intermediate and expert up here, which are nice. And, you know, it's always had laid back, beautiful atmosphere to it.
That's funny because that was my exact term, is I like the way this place has just a nice laid back, no pressure feel here. Just kind of a cool place to come and hang, and the skiing's pretty good too.
Exactly.
Even though the weather's...
It's not exactly crowded, right?
No, we've got a couple people that have been going by us there, but everything's looking pretty good out here. I'm liking this.
And I'm actually out here checking out this trail because I'm about to go down, and I work with children from Margaretville. We have the Margaretville schools come on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I just want to check out the terrain, and then I got to run down and find the kids, bring them up here. Looks pretty good to me. What do you think?
I'm thinking it looks pretty good to me. I think I'm going to get some video of this trail.
Okay. Nice to talk to you.
You too. Thank you. Day 29 of 43, and I am at Belleayre with Tom Tarr, who helps out with the operations here. Tom, you have got an excellent facility here. Now, tell me a little bit about this, because it's unique by the way that it's a state-run facility.
Right. Belleayre Mountain is run by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, and it's in the Forever Wild Blue Zone area of the Catskills. It's run pretty much like a little state park.
Yeah, and you know what? You guys have done a fantastic job out here with some snowmaking, because we all know, and actually it's kind of funny that people are complaining about snow this year, but you've got plenty on this hill, and I'm finding it to ski really nice.
The snow is nice. We've been fighting Mother Nature from the get-go since Thanksgiving. It seems like every time we get the snow down, we get some really good snow down, and then the warm weather kicks in with the rain, and we're just playing catch-up, and just trying to hang on.
Yeah, but just because there's no snow in your front yard doesn't mean there's not snow here.
Absolutely. You know, when you live away from mountains and you live, down in Long Island, North Jersey, Jersey area, Connecticut, if you don't see the snow, you don't think about going skiing. You think about the chores you need to do on the weekends at the house, the money that you're going to spend for, you don't really know what kind of conditions you're going to hit. Everybody thinks it's not really that good, but it's surprisingly really good.
Hey.
Despite what the weather forecast says.
I'll be the second, besides you being the first, to tell them that, yeah, the conditions are really good out here. Granted, you're going to have some bear cover spots, but all that's in the woods. All of your trails are looking pretty good out there. What do you think is one of give me a couple of the very unique things about your place here?
Well, one of the things, I think what Belleayre is best known for is how we have two areas really, an intermediate expert area and a novice beginner area. Each has its own unique lodge. The novice and beginner skiers start off in what we call a Discovery Lodge. All the teaching areas down there, the kids camp is down there, and the trails are all green rated trails down there, serviced by their own lifts. One of the things that does make it unique is that the novice runs are really long. They go through the woods, and it's a really nice thing for a novice skier to ski, where a lot of times a novice skier will go to other mountains. It's just a short little run before they get on to something that they're gonna, which is an intermediate trail, which is really back out on the main hill.
And I did notice that on the way pulling in, there's a lower lodge here, and that's where the kids' stuff is, correct?
That's where that's where our kids' camp is. There's other kids' stuff that we run from this lodge. Our alpine program starts here. Our race program starts here. But basically, your weekend type visitor who needs to find a good day of skiing with instruction for their kids will all start out down there.
Right, and actually, I think that's actually a very cool thing, because it kind of keeps them separated from maybe the skiers who are more advanced, and probably provides a little better atmosphere for them by not being intimidated by somebody coming by them at Mach 4.
It does, and the best example of that is if you come skiing here on a Saturday or a Sunday. You have two distinctly different skiers skiing from this level down and from this level up.
Right.
Although we do have another thing that makes us really unique is that it's a really nice progression for a first-time skier. Say you're a skier that's got 2, 3, 4 days under their belt. They can actually ride, this is the Super Chief lift right up here. They could ride one of the lower lifts up, ski down to the Super Chief lift, take that up, and take a nice, long, easy blue trail all the way back down to Discovery Lodge. It's almost a 3-mile run, and it is our most popular trail. It's called Roaring Brook.
All right, come on, you got to let it out. What's the best kept secret about this place?
The best kept secret about this place, that topic's been brought up many times. The best kept secret is we have no marketing budget. That's a joke. Actually, I think the best kept secret is it is a secret. We generally don't have big crowds. Our average crowd, besides this year on the weekend, is probably about 4,500 people, 4,500 skiers. And the way the mountain is laid out, even on a busy weekend day, you're really not crowded, with the exception of some of the more popular trails. But if you know where you're going, you can always find your secret spot here.
Yeah, just from what I've ridden today alone, I could see that 4,500 skiers probably doesn't put that huge of a dent in this hill, and there'd still be no lift lines.
Right. Our biggest lift line, usually average on any one of these lifts, is probably 15 minutes at the most. That's on a really big day. It's more than 4,500 people. But it's...
Well, I can tell you this. I'm having a good time out here, and I do like the as big and spread out as this place is. It just offers a great variety of trails from the beginner right on to the more advanced. So, I'd love to stand here and talk to you, but I'm going back out there for a while.
Wait for me, I'll go with you.
I can tell you this for sure about Belleayre. Although it doesn't receive all the hype that a lot of these bigger ski resorts do, this is really a nice wide open area where you can come out and not feel the pressure of those sort of places. And they got some great skiing. Well, it looks like they got some gates set up. I'm going to give this a try. Ralph, you're the gatekeeper, yes?
Course setter.
Course
setter, yeah.
Hey, what do you do to set up a course? How do you decide where these gates go?
Well, it depends whether you're doing slalom or giant slalom. But today we're doing slalom, which is just single poles, and there are distances requirements depending on what age group is racing.
Ah.
So today we're setting up for high school kids, and they're racing with slalom gates that are generally about 10, 11 meters apart, up to 12.
And how far apart on the giant slalom?
The giant slalom is about, varies a lot by age group. There's like 3 different age groups, and it starts anywhere from 15 meters and goes up to 27 meters.
As someone that's never skied here before, come on, give me some inside tips about this place.
Inside tips about this place? Well, the biggest thing you're probably aware of right now is that there's plenty space for you. We don't get too crowded, and it's a great family mountain. So
not being too crowded says a whole lot for a place too, because I do like the fact that it's not a congested place where I'm sitting and waiting in a lift line.
No, it's not congested, and most people find it very family friendly. They feel comfortable letting their kids run around on the mountain without worrying too much about them getting into trouble or getting mixed up with something they shouldn't be getting mixed up in. So that's about it.
I think the coolest thing about this place is it's just no pressure. Really nice laid-back atmosphere, a place you can come relax, rewind. You've got a whole lot of room to float around on these hills. People here are outstanding, too. I think Belleayre should be on your definite list of places to come and do some skiing, especially if you're looking for more of a no-pressure atmosphere. Really cool place. Definitely enjoyed it today.